First ECNEC meeting of current government held with Prime Minister Tariq Rahman in the chair at Secretariat. Approves 5 projects with estimated cost of 483 crore 43 lakh taka. Indian High Commissioner in Dhaka Pranay Verma pays courtesy call on Prime Minister. Discussion on various issues including ongoing matter of diesel import through pipeline from India. Representation of the People Order Amendment Bill 2026 and several other election-related bills passed in Jatiyo সংসদ. Jatka Conservation Week to be observed in 20 Hilsha Reach districts of country from April 7 to 13, informs Fisheries and Livestock Minister. Schedule for election to reserved women's seats of 13th Jatiyo সংসদ to be announced on April 8. Election on May 12, informs Election Commission. Retaliation of any attack on Iran's civilian and important infrastructure would be much more devastating and widespread, warns Iran. And Bangladesh draw 1-1 with Uzbekistan in Asian Games hockey qualifying. Assalamu alaikum. This is Tuli Komolika Das welcoming you all to News at 10. You have just heard the headlines. Now let's move on to the details. Executive Committee of the National Economic Council ECNEC approved 5 development projects with an estimated total cost of 483 crore 43 lakh taka. The approval was given in the first ECNEC meeting of current government held with Prime Minister Tariq Rahman in the chair at the Secretariat today. Cabinet members and senior officials from concerned ministries attended the meeting. Among the 5 projects, 3 are revised and 2 projects with deadline extension. The 5 projects approved today are Universal Social Infrastructure Development Project 2, first revised, Chor Development and Settlement Project 4, third revised, Establishment of IT Training and Incubation Center Project, second revised, Modernization of Diagnostic Imaging Facilities of 8 Divisional Medical College Hospitals, first revised, and Establishment of Gopalganj Dental College and Hospital Project, second revised. Finance Minister Amir Khusru Mahmood Chaudhry has said that most of the projects presented at the ECNEC meeting are unnecessary and were taken on political considerations. At the same time, the Prime Minister's advisor on Finance and Planning, Dr. Rashid Al Mahmoud Titumir, said that a committee has been formed to assess the justification of more than 1,300 development and infrastructure projects. They shared this information with journalists after ECNEC meeting at the Secretariat in the afternoon. The Finance Minister told the media that every project has some kind of problem and it is being examined whether any of the projects align with the BNP's election manifesto. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister's advisor on Finance and Planning said that the meeting also discussed the poor state of implementation of the annual development program. Many projects have been taken based on political considerations. Following the Prime Minister's directive, a committee has been formed to analyze more than 1,300 projects and evaluate their feasibility and justification. Indian High Commissioner in Dhaka Pranay Verma paid a courtesy call on Prime Minister Tariq Rahman. The meeting was held at the Prime Minister's office in the Bangladesh Secretariat today. During the meeting, various issues of mutual interest were discussed. Foreign Minister Dr. Khalilur Rahman and Prime Minister's Foreign Affairs Advisor Muhammad Humayun Kabir were present during the meeting. After the meeting, Foreign Affairs Advisor Humayun Kabir said that various ongoing issues between the two countries, including the ongoing matter of importing diesel through pipelines from India, were discussed between Prime Minister Tariq Rahman and Indian High Commissioner Pranay Verma. The Prime Minister's Foreign Affairs Advisor stated that a new relationship will be developed between Bangladesh and India, which will be based on people-to-people connections between the citizens of both countries. He said that the era of Sheikh Hasina is over, so the new relationship will not be centered on individuals but on the people of the two countries. At this time, regarding the upcoming visit of the Foreign Minister and the Prime Minister's Foreign Affairs Advisor to India, Humayun Kabir said that several meetings between the two countries are likely to be held during this visit. A delegation by European Union Ambassador Michael Miller paid a courtesy call on Prime Minister Tariq Rahman. The meeting was held at the Prime Minister's office at the Secretariat today. Foreign Minister Dr. Khalilur Rahman, Prime Minister's Foreign Affairs Advisor Humayun Kabir were, among others, present at the meeting. The Jatiyo সংসদ today passed some election-related bills, including Representation of the People Order Amendment Bill 2026. Law, Justice and Parliamentary Affairs Minister Muhammad Asaduzzaman placed the bills, which were passed unanimously, in voice vote. Earlier, the House resumed its sitting with Deputy Speaker Barrister Kaisar Kamal in the chair. Leader of the House and Prime Minister Tariq Rahman attended the session. In the question and answer session, Finance Minister Amir Khusru Mahmood Chaudhry informed the Parliament that defaulted loans in the country's banking sector climbed to about 5.45 lakh crore taka by the end of last year. The minister also placed the list of top 20 top loan defaulters in the House. Replying to a written question, the Finance Minister said that the government is working with a comprehensive plan to increase people's income and transform Bangladesh into a $1 trillion economy by 2034. Meanwhile, Health Minister Sardar Mohammad Shaukat Hussain informed the Jatiyo সংসদ that necessary isolation and ICU facilities have been kept ready in hospitals across the country to face the ongoing measles situation. The minister made the statement while responding to a notice under Rule 71 placed by NCP lawmaker Akhtar Hussain. The health minister said that the rise in measles cases on vaccination failure and a long gap in immunization during the previous and immediate past governments, saying no measles rubella campaign was conducted for about 5.5 years after 2020, which increased the number of unvaccinated children and put them at higher risk. Later, discussion on the Thanksgiving motion on President's speech was held. The House is adjourned till 10:30 a.m. tomorrow. The Ministry of Fisheries and Livestock will observe Jatka Conservation Week 2026 from April 7 to April 13th. Fisheries and Livestock Minister Aminur Rashid informed journalists of these at a press conference at the Secretariat today. Aminur Rashid said that this year's Jatka Conservation Week will be observed with the theme, "If you stop catching Jatka, the seas and rivers will be filled with hilsha." The program will be observed simultaneously in 20 hilsha-rich districts of the country. At the same time, all types of fishing will be banned in the Bay of Bengal and adjacent areas from April 15 to June 11. On this occasion, State Minister for Fisheries and Livestock Sultan Salahuddin Tuku said that food assistance will be provided to fishermen as per the rules during this period. He said that the government will not tolerate any irregularities in providing assistance to fishermen. He also added that with everyone's cooperation, the program can be implemented successfully. The measles vaccination campaign was continued for the second consecutive day. The measles rubella vaccine will be administered over 15 days in 30 upazilas across 18 districts. To curb the spread of measles, the nationwide immunization drive began yesterday with urgency. However, the government is prioritizing 18 high-risk districts in this campaign. In the 30 high-risk upazilas, a total of 12,03,267 children aged between 6 months and 59 months have been targeted for vaccination. Health experts have advised that children who are currently suffering from fever should not be vaccinated. Pakistan's High Commissioner to Bangladesh, Imran Haider, paid a courtesy call on Information and Broadcasting Minister Zahiruddin Shopon. During the meeting, various issues were discussed regarding strengthening mutual relations and enhancing cooperation between the two countries in media, culture and knowledge-based sectors. At the beginning of the meeting, the Pakistani High Commissioner congratulated the Information Minister on assuming office. The Information Minister said that the rapid expansion of new media in the current world has created new opportunities for joint collaboration between the two countries. He expressed hope that new areas of cooperation in the media sector will be identified in the future based on mutual interests. At this time, they emphasized increasing people-to-people connectivity between the two countries. The meeting also discussed bilateral cultural exchange, particularly the exchange visits of artists and performers, as well as the potentials for joint productions. Discussions were also held on expanding student exchange programs in science-based education under the Pakistan-Bangladesh Knowledge Corridor initiative. At the meeting, the strengthening of existing cooperation between Bangladesh Sangbad Sangstha and Pakistan's State News Agency Associated Press of Pakistan was also discussed. The High Commissioner invited the minister to visit Pakistan and expressed hope that such visits would further strengthen bilateral relations. At the end of the meeting, both sides expressed optimism about working together to further enhance Bangladesh-Pakistan relations in the future. Agriculture, Fisheries and Livestock Minister Muhammad Aminur Rashid sought Japanese assistance in producing Japanese sticky rice in Bangladesh. The minister sought the assistance while Japanese ambassador in Dhaka, Saida Shinichi, paid a courtesy call on him at the Secretariat today. During the meeting, the Agriculture Minister also sought for Japan's technical cooperation in export-oriented EEL and crab farming in Bangladesh. Besides various issues related to Bangladesh-Japan relations, agriculture, safe food, fisheries and livestock sectors were discussed at the meeting. The minister thanked Japan for its continued cooperation in the agricultural sector as a true friend and long-standing development partner of Bangladesh. The schedule for voting in the reserved women's seats of the 13th National Parliament election will be announced on April 8 and voting will be held on May 12. This information was provided by Senior Secretary of the Election Commission Secretariat, Akhtar Ahmed, during a briefing to journalists after the 11th Commission meeting of the Election Commission held at the EC building in Agargaon in the capital today. The meeting, chaired by Chief Election Commissioner AMM Nasruddin, was attended by Election Commissioners Abdur Rahman Al Masood Begum, Tahmida Ahmed, Anwarul Islam Sharkar and retired Brigadier General Abul Fazl Muhammad Sanaullah, along with the EC's Senior Secretary and other high officials of the Election Commission Secretariat. The EC Secretary said that out of the 50 reserved women's seats, the BNP-led alliance will receive 36 seats, the Jamaat alliance including NCP will receive 13 seats and independent candidates will get 1 seat. He further said that the by-election for the vacant Bogura 6 constituency and the election for Sherpur 3 scheduled for April 9 are being given the same importance as the February 12 polls. The EC Secretary also stated that there are no security concerns regarding the elections. The defense has completed presenting its arguments in the case against Jashot President Hassanul Haq Inu over a total of 8 charges, including the killing of 6 people during the July uprising in Kushtia. Today marked the second day of the defense's submissions. The proceedings were conducted at International Crimes Tribunal 2, led by Justice Nazrul Islam Chaudhry. The next date for arguments in the case has been scheduled for 12th April. And we now move on to the